the craving is gone. I put a wrench in. Just I've made my. I hate women. I'm no longer applying to women, and I'm just gonna save videos that just say. I'm just gonna let's just say I'm a misogynist. I think it's better to say that just to. I know that like, if I go down the road at all, basically I know that like, even if I get a girlfriend later in my life, I'm gonna have a lot of hatred and baggage to just all the years that like nobody liked me, and so I should really give up. Like my life is behind me. I'm 45. Some men my age are already grandparents, and so I just want them like off my mind. And so I'm just gonna play the role of a misogynist because at least that'll just keep them. I can basically, if I put out videos regularly that say I'm a misogynist, then my brain won't entertain the idea that I'm eligible for women, and I can just have them off my mind because I just know that my life is over, and I just want peace of mind until I'm dead. And if I say that, there's like a nice feeling. It's like, oh, I can get through the fucking day, and I don't want to be controlled. And so, all right, so that's it. So, but I keep saying this is like, if some young man is watching this, don't watch this. Like, just you go do it. If you haven't been, I don't know. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Whatever. I'm doing I'm just gonna live completely selfishly now because that's what I gotta do. All right. I'm free. It's fine. The world will keep turning. There's plenty of people having babies and doing jobs and stuff. And I might see them with some pretty woman and be jealous for a second, but I always remind myself, they're paying for it. They're paying for it. Some guy is going to deal with some ex-girlfriends who will remain nameless. Lord knows they're fucking paying for it. They are in for a ride that I can't handle, and so case closed. All right. And people should care. They should like care. If there's not enough care between the two people, they shouldn't be together anyway. And there's definitely not enough care between. Nobody cares about me, and I don't really care enough about anybody else, and so that person should just jerk off. Just jerk off and love yourself, Sean. Love yourself. Someone will do it. People find enough care. They're gonna by hook or by crook, they're gonna get through life somehow. But you can't do what you can't do. Like if you don't have what it takes, then you can't really change your genetics. Anyway, what's my point? Yeah, that's basically it. But you are gonna get older. We're all gonna get older, and so if anything, I can't get better, but I'm definitely getting worse, and so let me just do that with like peace of mind. All right, okay, I said it. All right, moving on. Okay, so what do I want to do today? Okay, so basically I just want to have peace of mind. That's basically it, and then I want to rather than read. I was doing this thing for the last year and a half where I was reading this thing in the morning to try to basically I'm really spacey in the morning. I'm always freaking out, but I'm especially freaking out in the morning because I'm so ADD that I'm just like just looping around. From the moment I get up, my brain's circling around thinking all this, like, where the fuck am I? Oh my god, like this, just crazy shit. Not even like functional shit, just looping crazy chaos in my head. And so I'm trying to establish a routine. I've been like freaking out the last like 3 weeks, totally dysfunctional. I guess because I quit jiu-jitsu and I'm just reminded that just a complete inability to win. Just no matter what I do, I'm gonna fuck it up and drop it, and my life is mostly over. And so there's kind of this feeling like, why do anything? Why do? Nobody's listening, right? But I really should. I was reading that spiel in the morning, and I was reading this spiel to try to like get rid of crazy thoughts, because otherwise I really do have like a lot of superstitious shit in my head that I start to believe in. It's really weird. Like, nobody's watching this, right? But I imagine, I could be wrong, but this is how crazy and superstitious I tend to be, is that in my superstitious mind right now, I'm imagining that my ex is watching this. There's no evidence that my ex is watching this, but I imagine like that she's watching this, and then I imagine that her dad like shot some Vietnamese guy in the war. Her dad was in Vietnam. I imagine that he shot. This is some superstitious belief that I kind of entertain. I imagine he shot some people in the war, in Vietnam War, and then that person's family like put a curse on him and said, "I put a curse on you. You shot my Vietnamese family. I put a curse on you." And then ever since then he had like a curse on him. And now I imagine that my ex and her family have like a curse on them, because my ex was, I was watching this video where my ex said something like, "Can I quit being like a shit magnet?" And she was noticing that like we have like similar things. Like I remember my ex saying something like, I can't win," and she was saying how like her uncle had lost his finger, and my mom lost her fingers. And ever since I was with my ex, there really is something where like no matter how much I work at something, the world goes, now I'm gonna destroy it. Like there's something where like I'll fuck up my own stuff. Like I did jiu-jitsu for like a year and a half. I got a gold medal, and just when it was time to like get a blue belt, it was like I fucked it up, as though there's like a little demon in me that's like, I'm gonna smash anything that you build up that's good. And so I keep thinking like, my brain is basically thinking like, I'm tainted too. I'm tainted with some kind of like curse. There's a curse. There's some ripple effect curse that happened in my imagination. It's because my ex. This is crazy. There's no evidence for this, but that's what my brain is basically thinking. Is like my ex's dad got cursed in the war because he shot some Vietnamese people, and I just imagine there's some Vietnamese woman going, char 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 char. Don't say racist shit, and like a curse on your family for and anybody who tries to be part of that family or something. And so I was in that house. It's like, fuck, I got cursed, and there's this little like Asian woman in my head saying, char 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 char. Don't say racist stuff. And every time I do something, it's like, dude, I got cursed too. And now everything in my life just kind of, it's weird. There's like a thing where like I'll build something up, and I think, why did I do that for like a year and a half, and then I smash it. It's really it's weird. It does seem like some weird curse shit, because otherwise it makes no sense. Like, why did I do jiu-jitsu? I did jiu-jitsu for a year and a half. I won a gold medal. I was doing good, and then it was time. All I had to do was just go to the ceremony to get my blue belt, and I was like, no, I'm gonna fuck this up, and I'm gonna like ruin this. I'm not gonna let you have like a good thing. And so I intentionally was like, I just didn't go to the ceremony, and so they didn't give me my blue belt. And then I was just like, I quit. And they're like, you're quitting? You're gonna quit? You did this for like a year and a half. So I could quit. And I quit my jobs too. Like I'd work up, I'd get some like good game art job, and I'd be like, I quit multiple times. Like I'd work my way up like years. You get the job, you have something good, I quit. It's like, why would you? It makes no logical sense. Like why would you build up? And so there's this feeling where it's like, even if I do these little things, like I'm trying to tell myself like, let's learn Python, let's build some new thing. My brain says, well, every time I've ever done that, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna be like, fuck it. Yay, let's go up the slide and just slide down without profiting off of it. Like my ex said something like that too. She said like, I have nothing to show for it. And I remember my ex saying something along the lines of like, I will always have nothing. And I'm like, dude, me too. Like I have this thing where like, I want nothing. It's weird. It's like I have nothing to show for anything either. And it's almost as though I want nothing. It makes no sense. I keep thinking like, maybe it's that I have some, I'm just a fucking loser, but I think maybe it's like my weak brain knows that like the more stuff that I have, the more it's gonna hurt when I lose it later. I want like to travel light. I want to have like, I want nothing, so that when I eventually lose it all, I'll be like, I got nothing to lose. I want to travel light, I guess. I don't know, otherwise it makes no logical sense. It does seem like some sort of superstitious shit. And so really, I should read this spiel just to not go nuts. Like if I read the spiel, it clears up some of that shit. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and say, after a certain point in your life, there's just kind of like that's what happened, and there's enough that's what happened behind me to basically say that I'm kind of crazy. I'm always freaking out. I'm terrified. I can't stand the loneliness, but I don't want anybody to control my time, and I don't really want to work, and I'm just terrified of aging and death, and just life. Life is scary. No one cares. And I'm always freaking out about my fucking nose. Like, I'm so nuts about my fucking nose. Like, every day, I just want to be beautiful. That's all, Lord knows, like, that's all I really, really want. All I really want is I want to be young and beautiful. And I just think that's the best. And I can't have it. And I want a big lip. I want tight skin. I want a small nose. Dude, there's really no way around it. There's no way around just like fundamental man woman type stuff. What am I trying to say? Just every day I listen to like Jocko podcast, and I listen to Joe Rogan, and I listen to just strong dudes, and I crave pussy, but I know that I can't handle life. Like, I know that I'm too damaged, and I know that like that's just inherently reprehensible. Like, it's kind of like cute, and some not cute, but it's harmless if I don't have anybody dependent on me. And so there's kind of like a feeling of like, oh, there, you poor bastard. But really, it's kind of a bad person. I'm a bad human or a bad man, because if I applied to pussy, I wouldn't be able to handle the stuff. I can't really handle life and stuff. And it's just it's a weird dilemma. It's a weird thing to just always crave pussy your whole adult life, but to know that I'm too weak to really handle life. And so as long as I basically stay out of the realm of pussy until this life thing kind of blows over, it's kind of fine. But if I there's no reason to progress. It's weird. This whole life, the whole adult life thing is basically like I have to just stay in my parents' basement, because if I build anything up, I know that I can't function as like a man. And so there's just kind of this feeling like this whole life is kind of stupid for me. It's just kind of like, I guess I just sit in my basement and do little inconsequential activities with my little paints. And so the whole situation just makes me sick. It's like I have these like instincts that to grow, but if I grow, it's like you can't handle growth. And so it's like, you're just supposed to sit in a basement, grow. When you grow, chop off the growth and just go back to square one. And just, I'm tired of it. I feel like I just want to be dead. I really want to just be dead. I feel sick of everything. I'm tired of trying. I really feel like when I wake up, there's these little embers of like instinct, and I know that if I grow it, I'm just gonna chop it off, because I'm like, I can't handle the above ground world. And so I'm like, I'm tired of growing. But there's nothing else to do. There's kind of like, that's kind of what gets you up in the morning, is some sort of like, this new thing, but I know it's gonna just get chopped off. It's just, I'm tired of I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of myself, and I kind of just want to be dead. But anyway, I can't kill myself. I'm not brave enough to kill myself. So I just want a good place to put my head in the sand. That's all I really want. I just want to put my head in the sand in like a comfortable place. I want to live in some childlike way before I ever thought about sex or money. It basically feels like sex and money is just like just fucking death and demons. And if I just think about like just live like a kid. What'd you do when you were a kid? Just inconsequential games. And let's just fret about my nose. I just want to fret about my nose. Can I still be cute? Lord knows, that's what I really want. That's all I really want my whole adult life. I'm not a good man. I'm not a manly dude. I was a kid, then I grew up. And nobody cares, but my brother was talking about how my brother was talking about how my brother was talking about how we've had this thing, nobody cares, but we've had this thing where we fret about our face. I did this ever since puberty, but when I freak out, my freaking out is manifested by how much I'm fretting about my face. And my brother noticed something that like my freaking out about my face really is basically a psychological thing. Like if I, or some degree, basically if I feel proud of myself, I look in the mirror and I see myself as like not ugly. But if I'm not proud of myself, I see myself as really ugly, and I really hate myself. Like I see this as just total ugly, like shitty, unredeemable. The whole fucking life, nobody cares, but at 45 I can just say the whole fucking life was so stupid. It's just the whole adult life was just my whole fucking life from the beginning to the end was just like after puberty it was like, oh, I don't have enough man stuff. I don't have enough strength to really appease the cravings that I had. At puberty it was like I have these cravings for sex, but then it was like I'm clearly like too weak to really do it. And the whole life was like that. Like with fruits and flowers, like if they can't get pollinated, they just die quickly. But in a human life, it was basically like 15 and just being like, I can't do it. Like I can't appease the cravings the life instinct is going to drive me to do something that I can't do. And so the whole life is just over and over that kind of shit. Is like growing, like, and then it's like, you can't do it. And it's like, well, why grow? Well, because that's what life does. Life is going to want to grow and then like can't do it. Grow, can't do it. Grow, can't do it. It's like, I'm tired of like growing. And so I'm just like, fucking kill me already. But the whole life was that, just over and over. Nobody cares, but just hundreds of examples of that kind of shit. It's just, nobody cares. But I remember going to some job interview. I was going to some job interview at some company, and the man at the job interview, just like women, job interviews and women are very similar. They're people interviewing various types of adults, being like, we want you to do it. We have a job that needs to be done. Women are doing that. Jobs are doing that. And they're like, can you do it? And there's a bunch of like half-hearted people who don't have enough stuff to do it. They're too flimsy and too like, and they go like, why are you here? The job interviewers are like, why are you here? And they're like, I don't know. My life instinct told me to do that, but I know that I can't do it. And they're like, you should just be shot. You should just be shot because you keep deceiving employers and women that you're like the man for the job. And they're like, why are you here? Because the life instinct told me to come here because that's the only thing to do if you're going to grow. But I can't do it. We both know I can't do it. And so there's just this weird thing where like job owners and women are like, can you do it? Why are you here? Why are you applying? And they're like, because there's not. That's what the life instinct. That's what growing does. But I'm too flimsy to really like sustain it. And they're testing. They're gonna go like, "Are you good?" And they're like, "I." So anyway, I just remember these various job interviews where they're like, "Are you a strong person who can do the job?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Well, then," they have to like siphon those out. And so the whole life is just like, maybe, but I'm like, I know I can't do it. And then I go to the interview, I go to a job interview or a woman interview, and I'm kind of like, we both know I can't do it. And they go like, and just the whole life is just repeated versions of that. And so I know that like, just, I wish you could just not grow anymore. I wish you could just like, just live like a kid again. That's kind of like, anyway, I just remember that. I remember the employer being like, what was I saying? I was applying for this job, and the guy, and I just sort of said like, oh, I was just kind of like, oh, I can't really, I said something that basically like, oh, I can't really do that stuff. And the guy said like, and is that same sort of, well, then just get out. And I was just kind of like, and then he's like, next. And I was just like thinking like, why am I doing that? And it's like, because that's the growth. I don't know, what am I trying to say? Just the whole life was shit like that. The whole life was like, I always wonder like why. I just keep imagining that there's guys who can do it. There's guys who can handle pressure and be confident and do the. They're like, I'll do the job, and they're just kind of like, they know they can do the job. And then there's all these guys who like know they can't do the job, but they're just swayed by the same sort of half-hearted instincts. There's people who can do the job, and I wish they'd have machines that could just siphon that out from the beginning. They could just eliminate all the 75% half-hearted, not strong enough people, and just say, just stop applying to like jobs or women, because you're just gonna go there and you know you can't do the job anyway. So like, why are you catering to that? And they're like little plants that are they're catering to this instinct. And then even if they get to the fucking thing, they'd be like, they're like, why are you here? Why are you applying? And they're like, I don't know, just the life instinct drove me to build to this point. And they're like, but then I think, well, I don't even want to do it. I don't have it in me to do that sort of stuff. And they're like, well, next, like, and so the whole life was just various versions of that shit. And it's weird because I would imagine potential employers and women are constantly, that's a lot of their life is basically like siphoning out like, are you full of shit? Like, can you do it? And there's some men who are just like, yeah, my mom says I'm supposed to do it. And then you're just like, but I know deep down that I can't do it. And they're just like, they have to like filter you out. And the whole life is just like so much of that shit. And I just think like they should just brand you from birth. They should just from puberty. After you hit puberty, you kind of know. I feel like you sort of know. Like, at least in my life, I remember hitting puberty. I could see my weak shit, and I was just like, I'm fucked up. Like, I'm not strong. I have all this fucking shitty weakness, and everybody else could see it. And they should just brand you. They should have some future where either they eliminate weakness from like the genetics, or they should just tell like, this one, don't, just lay down, just don't apply. And it's cool, it's fine. Like, there's lots of there, but don't. You're just gonna have a lot of like deceiving people and applying for jobs that you can't even really handle. And I think, again, this is like, you should like be able to substantiate this. So I just said a bunch of stuff that might be bullshit, but that seems to be like the way my life went. And so I should just like, I should just say like, is there data to testing? What I'm basically saying is it's not within my control. Like, having had my whole life go through that, I'm saying like, when I listen to Jocko or I listen to anybody who's been successful, the whole life was similar types of success. You can hear that from people. And then if you hear some like flimsy guy, testing. I love it. See, the whole life is just, you can hear it. It's in the genes. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, isn't it obvious? Like, it seems like the whole package. Like, that seems when they talk about jiu-jitsu, they said the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. It's just, it should be obvious to everybody, and I kind of think it is. Testing. Okay, I guess I have to type it. So what am I trying to ask? I'm just trying to say that like, test. This is working because. So if my ex is watching this now, she's just watching it because she's like, well, you probably can't handle a job. But she's thinking like, when you inherit some houses, then I'm gonna muscle in there and be like, hey, like, here's my boobs, and she's gonna do some. She thinks like, I'll muscle in on this fool's houses, and she'll say, oh, you, now I'll fuck you, and I'll be like I'll save these videos. And also like, I'm a weak, pathetic incel loser. But I have friends in low places. Like if my ex is watching this, which she probably is, like some vulture. I have friends in low places, including my brother. Like my brother is also kind of a womanless person who kind of has my back a little bit. And so anybody watching this, trolls, my fellow incels, if some pretty woman, particularly my ex or just anybody, any pretty woman, suddenly comes into my life when I have 2 houses and I'm like, hey, I changed my mind. Oh, she changed her mind. She's the love of my life. Just make sure that I am reminded of this video or things that I've said on multiple occasions, and I will fuck it up for sure. I will say, you whore. I'm not talking to my ex specifically right now because I don't want her to sue me, but just women in general. I'll be like, they're whores. It's just, don't hate the player, hate the game. The nature of the game is just like that. It's gangstas and whores. You go down to some fundamental level, when shit comes to shit in really like crappy parts of the world, that's the nature. It's really like that red pill stuff is really true. A man's got to be like a little bit of a gangsta, or he's got to be like really good at his tech thing, and his wife is probably cheating on him if she's hot, and just, that's how fuck it is. And anyway, testing. So I hate them. I hate women. And I will fuck it up. If I ever have money, I will. But they're not going to come back. Testing. Hey, can you work? Can you do the... I did your thing. Test. I love it. That's great. Testing. Test. Anyway, what do you want to ask? Just type it out. I don't want to type. I'm too tired. Test. Testing. You fucking piece of shit. Anyway, I'm totally unmotivated. I'm going through some weird, like, dying thing, like, basically. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say that I've never felt this dead. And it's just, it's death. Like, there's too much death in my face. And at some, like, deep-rooted level, I know that, like, I'm too old. Like, I know that, like, my only hope for just... I just wanted to be cute. I just wanted to like become cute enough, and I can tell that just there's too much ugliness. Like I'm like an ugly old man now, and it just there's no hope to be. Just there's no like life. There's no like why try type shit. There's no more like if I do this, and this, maybe life can be good. And I'm trying to change tracks. Basically, I don't want to cater to any instinct anymore that's trying to become employable or eligible for a woman to have sex with me. I want to just go back to I want to be in some defeated, childlike, just play video games type shit. I'm tired of like trying to grow to eventually I'm tired of directing my efforts towards something with an eventual doorway to a job or a woman. Like right now I'm trying to get myself to do programming, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to learn some shit and just to go down the road and be like, I can't do it. It's always I can't do it. And so I want to be free of the gravitational pull of like potential job, potential pussy. I'm tired of catering to those, and I want to permanently say I don't want to care about money or pussy, and then I just want to like play video games or some shit. I want to live like a kid, basically. That's really there's some sort of irresponsible, like, I'm not applying to women or jobs anymore, and just like, I'm retired. I want to live like a kid and just stay out of high stakes anything geared towards responsibility, and just I couldn't do it ever. I was too weak the whole fucking time, and I'm really old now, and I'm just sick of it. Testing, 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 testing. Anyway, what are you gonna type? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Let me just say, I'm gonna try to. I just want this craving off of my mind. So really, for just an hour, I'm just gonna talk about everything about how I hate women and hate jobs. All right. So what do you want to say about women? Fuck them. They're all whores. They all. I've never liked any woman in my entire life. I don't like them as people. I don't really like women as people. My mom was a nasty bitch who just bossed around my dad. I didn't even really like, to be really honest, I never liked women when I was a kid. I never played with women. Like, I just played with boys. I didn't hate them, but I was basically just like, we don't have anything in common. Like, I just liked G.I. Joe's. Women like dolls. They'd like try to, some girls would try to like play on the monkey bars with me, and like, I'd go like, yeah, but like, I like my guy friends. I'm not really like, you're a girl. And so then there was this time after puberty when women had like boobs. Like, there was puberty, and then it was suddenly like, oh, girls, did you get laid yet? And then I kind of liked girls as just like, I jerked off to like hot chicks, and so I wanted hot chicks, but I still never had anything in common with women. And really, every woman that I ever knew in my adult life, they always despised me, or they'd always like cheat on me, or do some disrespectful stuff, or just, and then they'd want some like cool tough guy or something. And so so what, I don't know, some woman, some ex-girlfriend who remained nameless, just put me in jail. She ganked my stuff, and she just fucked a bunch of other guys. She fucked some other guy without telling me, and then just put me in jail. And like, my dad had to like bail me out, and I was like, oh, like, she didn't give a shit about me at all, and I didn't really give a shit about her. I just wanted pretty face, big butt, big boobs, and that doesn't work. Like, and so the whole thing was just kind of stupid, and the whole stupid life, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, I carnally crave pretty face, big butt, big boobs, and that just doesn't work. That's not care. And so I'm like, I'll never understand. I guess you're supposed to find somebody with pretty face, big butt, big boobs so you can get a boner, and then you're supposed to say it has nothing to do with pretty face, big butt, big boobs. But if you be with some woman who doesn't have pretty face, big butt, big boobs, then there's this situation where she's in bed, she's like, come on, have sex. I'm like, I'm not attracted to you. And so that doesn't fucking work. And so I think humanity is just kind of stupid. The whole fucking thing is stupid. Or just, it's built around some outdated system where men had to be like strong enough or something. Like, there's all the in programming, I don't know what I'm talking about, but in programming, there's some fundamental processes. There's a lot of things that basically are like, this equals this. There's terms that basically loosely, what am I trying to say? Just, there's some fundamental processes in life and in programming that seem similar. One of them is just, there's this thing we say, if equal to or greater than, then this. If less than, then this. And there's just this cut where it's like, if you are strong enough, then you can do the adult life thing. If you're not, then not. And so there's increasingly just, the whole life was just kind of like not. And so if not, don't do the fucking trying to get out of your pit stuff. Like, if there's just enough things where it's like, you're not strong enough, just lie down, and don't, if you keep trying to climb up, you're just going to be like, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough, God, not good enough. After 45 years of like, not good enough, I'm tired of fucking climbing to that level of just like, I know I'm not good enough. So I wish they'd just tell you that from like birth. I wish that after puberty, they should know, like, you're not strong enough. Just put like a little thing that says not good enough, stay down, stay, like, just, here's some fucking video games. Just, you're going to have this just horrible life of just repeated failures. And if you had like 20 of those, there should be some feeling of like, you're not good. Like, just quit trying. And so what's the point? That's kind of what I want to do now. Is I'm just looking at my face and just thinking like, I feel like I'm old enough now to just accept like oldness and just I want to just quit. I just want to quit. I want to quit doing any activity that's tainted by maybe pussy, maybe money. Just I want to take if the idea is like do this delayed gratification thing, then maybe pussy, then maybe money. Stop that. Just be like enjoy yourself. So that's kind of why I like these ranting things. Is I feel like these ranting things are there's no money or pussy at the end of the rope. It's just and then I think to myself, aren't you a little appealing to aren't you trying to seem like some sad person for women to like? No, that's why I'm saying this misogynistic shit because I want to put a wrench into that and prove to myself that I'm not catering to pussy. I hate women. I do, and I don't like them as human beings. And I hate myself, and I never liked women until puberty. I just think there was like this carnal lust thing that came up from puberty, and now I want it to like die out. I want to be like, it doesn't seem like it's gonna ever totally die out, but I basically want to admit that I'm too weak, and I've just had repeated, just over and over and over demonstration to myself and everybody else that I can't handle jobs or stress or relationships of any kind, even friendships. I don't even want I can't even handle eye contact, and so there's weak people in the world. I'm definitely one of them, and so let me just do my weak people stuff in my little mental institution place, and it's like that I can do, and if I do that, there's like little peaceful days or something. I can do like rubber room shit. Like right now, I've got this like rubber room. I've got like a rubber room, and if I go back to jujitsu, I can have another rubber room where I can have contact with men. I can touch some men and get like, oh, I have like oxytocin, and then I feel satiated somehow. It kind of gets rid of the sunset doom and gloom. Let's talk more. Let's talk more about hatred of women. What do you want to say? I don't know. They're not really that bad. Do I have to say anything about women? I just don't understand them. I don't understand them. I don't like them. I feel like if I deal with them for any amount of time, they're gonna do some like wah. They're gonna say like you're. I feel like the whole thing with women was the whole thing from puberty was basically like I'm good enough, and they're like no, you're not. And I'm like no, I'll show you. Like I'm strong enough. I'm good enough. And they're like you don't have that guts. You don't have what it takes. And I'm like no, I do. And then I'm like no, I'm just like no, I really don't. But then like why do you do that? Like why do you even try to do that? Well, because you want to think like can't I get better? Like can't I become strong? But the answer really is kind of like no, you can't. I mean after like 45 years it's kind of like no. And so I wish at the initial like you don't have the guts, you don't have what it takes. I wish I would have just said yeah, you're right, instead of being like no, I'll show you. I wish it was just like yeah, you're right. Like what am I doing? Just play some fucking video games. Nobody's listening, right? But nobody cares. But just for record, I was in my parents' basement at like 18 years old. 18 years old, or maybe it was 19 or 20. I was lollygagging in my dad's shelter, which was my natural state. Like I was like, I can't go out into the fucking world. I don't have what it takes. And then my dad was like, my mom urged actually my dad was kind of protecting me, and then my mom urged my dad and said, she got my dad to come into the pool. I used to hide in the pool house and just play Civilization in the dark and like listen to the radio, just like what I do now. That's my natural habitat. And I had like the drapes covered and stuff. And then my mom said to my dad, you need to get him out of there. You need to force him to be a man and go out into the world. And so my dad said, enough. You've been in this basement playing Civilization all day long. You need to go out and face the world. And I was like, oh no. And then for basically like, that was when I was 20. So basically there was 25 years of just stupid like I'm here, I'm at the job, I'm at the girl, and they're like, can you do it? And I was like, no, but like my parents say, society says that I'm supposed to apply to you. Jordan Peterson says I'm supposed to handle the burden of responsibility and have kids, and they're like, can you do it? And I'm like, I can't do it. And they're like, well, why are you here? And I was like, I don't know, like that's what you're supposed to do. And so I'm just convinced that like the guys who can do it, they could just do it. They could do the job. They could do the high responsibility job, and they want to do it because they can do the woman too. The woman and the job are kind of in the same package. And I just think those men who could, just like programming, they were better than, they were stronger than, they could do the stuff. They made the cut, but they kind of made the cut like most of the life. Like there was an initial thing, and then they just were like, yeah, I pound pussy and I make money, and I pound pussy and I make money, and now I have kids and now I pay for it. You're just kind of strapped in for the ride. And I don't think those men realized that they were always on track to do that. They always could kind of do that. Like when I listen to Jocko podcast, he makes it sound like it was a choice. Like I was just listening to Jocko podcast, and he says like, you know, you're choosing the weaker path. Like if you don't take on wife and kids and job, you're taking the easy way out. It's like, well, no, I try to do the job, but just over and over. It's like, I can't do it. Like you don't, he got taken. Like the women and the jobs were like, we know you can do it. And he's like, yeah, I know I can do it. Jocko and those strong guys, they don't understand that there's men who just, when they apply, they get rejected because they really can't do it. Even if they get accepted, they do it for like a little while and they go, I can't do it. And there's people who are like strong enough. The whole life is just, they think that it's a choice. It's not a choice. Like it's just, it's the way shit just kind of shapes out. It's the way the cookie crumbles. And there's some people who are just like, they crumble. They're not good enough. And so there's no choice. It's kind of like, you know, it seems like really clear. Like if I look at the whole fucking life, it wasn't just one instance of falling apart. It was just a repeated demonstration of your shitty genetics. That's what it seems like. It seems like the whole lifetime is basically like, we love your genetics are good enough, or you suck. It's like, I can't not suck. The whole, if it was just a choice, if it was just like, I know now probably no one's watching this, but I would imagine that like, that just Jocko, he would never watch this, but I would imagine any, just the Republican people, they say, that's the problem. It's your attitude, dude. You believe that you don't have agency. No, I've believed I had agency a lot of times. Like, again, there's a whole lifetime of like trying different shit. I've tried the like believe you have agency shit, but then eventually it doesn't matter what I try. Like the fucking weaknesses are just always there, and so I think people just don't really get that. They don't understand. They don't understand the life of just, they don't understand how it's different in some other person's head. They're kind of like, you don't see that like, I don't have this, you don't have the same problems as me. I know people say like, our problems are all the same. No, they're not. Like nobody wants to be a fucking loser, but like, it's just, there's deep-seated like weaknesses that just are all kind of always there. I swear they're in the fucking genetics. Like I see it. First time I saw my face after puberty, I'm like, I got like a bad package. I got like bad stuff, and so the whole life is just like, you're not good. It's like I was born that way. I can't really. And so anyway, I'm just tired of fucking trying shit. So now I don't know what to do. Like if I'm not going to try anymore, like I feel like I've been trying for like 25 years. Basically like, do this, then maybe pussy or job. Like do this, then maybe job, do this, then pussy. It's been 25 years. I'm like an old man now. There's people my age who already have they're grandparents already. Like my brother could be a grandparent already. He's 4 years younger than me. And so I have like really gray hair. I'm too fucking ugly. There's too much ugliness. Yeah, I feel like as a broad generalization, when I was with my ex, it was like, can you do it? Can you do it? And then at first it was like, I had like a good artist job, and then I can't do it, and I fell apart. And then it was like, can you do it? Can you do it? Like maybe you can start your own business. And it's like, I can't do it. Own business falls apart. Then it was like, can you do it? Can you do it? Can you be like an IT guy? That's like third place. I failed at first place. It's like, can you get second place? And I failed at second place. Can you do third place? I can't do it. I failed at third place. Then it was like, can you just do like stable blue collar job? I can't do it. Okay, fail at fourth place. And now it's kind of like at 45, it's like I'm thinking like I feel like deep down I'm basically making this video because I'm at some deep-seated mammal level. I'm trying to show in my mind, I'm trying to show my ex, like I want to make some video where I get myself to do programming, because I'm basically like, look, like I'm learning programming, like maybe I'll get a job. Will you fuck me if I become a programmer? And then I want to like stop. I want to quit catering to like fantasy mirage pussy on the horizon, and I just want to I want to remove all the mirage pussy jobs on the horizon, and I just want to see death. Like I feel like for my whole adult life, there's death, and then I think no, put some fantasy pussy and job in between me and death. I'm tired of that. I just want to go. Let's just go to death. Let's just go quit putting goals in the way. Quit saying my goal is to this, then maybe pussy or money. Just no, death. Play some fucking games until you're dead. I'm tired of repeated failure, and I'm too fucking old. It's just my neck is like cellophane now. The skin is hanging off my jaw. I'm a slack-jawed faggot, but it was always that. It was always in the fucking genes. There's all this gray hair. My mouth is shriveled into my face. I have lost my lips, and it's getting worse. My pores are all fucked up. My eyesight is gone. I can't. Everything's all mushy. The world feels like some piss-soaked paper bag. I feel like everything is just yellow and dingy because the instruments for which I'm perceiving the universe are deteriorated, and the world looks deteriorated, and it's really weird. It's weird to get old. I keep thinking is the world getting dingy and deteriorated? No, I'm getting dingy and deteriorated. There's some 20-year-old who's like, hey, it's a beautiful day. I'm like, oh, it's some yellow stained, shitty, blurry, wilted, dead day. It's no, I'm shitty, wilted, dead. So just fucking kill me already. I'm ready to be dead. But the death doesn't fucking come for a while. And so I just want pussy and money off my mind. And I want to do some mental institute, dysfunctional playroom shit. Yeah. But at some weird level, I keep thinking maybe some overweight ethnic chick will save me. Overweight ethnic chick, single mom, Asian lady. Every fucking time, on Tinder, it's always that. It's always life. Really seems like it's been boiled down to a really simplified game. If you're, I don't know, I'll show you. Nobody's listening, right? But I should say, on Tinder, it's overweight ethnic chick, single mom. It's overweight ethnic chick, single mom, Asian lady, or combination of the two, or a scam. If it's a supermodel white chick, it's a scam. Anyway, I deleted most of my matches, but it's always overweight ethnic chick who might also be a single mom, or Asian lady, or single mom, overweight ethnic chick, Asian lady, or some combination of it, Asian and single mom, overweight, black lady, single mom, ethnic. It's just, what am I saying? It's not racist, but that's the fucking rules of life now. If you want a sexy snow bunny, you gotta be young, studly, rich, or something. I don't know. Or life is a simulation, and the simulation has been programmed with this guy. He's only eligible for overweight ethnic chick, single mom, or Asian lady, for which I'm not attracted to them. And so the whole life is just, again, not good enough for what you can get. Can't get good enough for the stuff you can't get. And it's just a mockery. The whole life is maybe, and just not possible. So at this point, I want this. I want to be dead, but I can't kill myself. And so second best is I just want the cravings gone. I gotta delete this portal to potential pussy. But I'm such a weak, pathetic person that my mammal instincts are telling me basically if I delete Tinder, there's kind of this really desperate feeling shit, maybe I can't even, if maybe one of those overweight Maybe one of those overweight ethnic chicks can like help me with like taxes and stuff. Like I basically think like I might need some pushy, bossy, overweight ethnic chick just to get me through life. Because if my parents disappear, I still got my brother actually. Anyway, there'll be some like really old, overweight ethnic single mom, whatever, that will. Those women will be around even if I'm 50 or 60 or something. What's the point? Just there will always be older and uglier and just there will always be those people. Even to the grave. If I'm 90, there'll be some 100-year-old woman. Will there really? No, but then there'll at least be like Social Security or some shit. What's the point? Basically, like, there's no reason to date anymore. And so let's just delete this fucking. God, I'm so sick of fucking tattoos. I don't care. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I hate women. I really do. I hate women. I hate every woman that shows a tattoo because I just want to say, you fucking fool. We're not like you. Like, I don't know. I've never been like another man, but women, they want some bad boy. They're like, look, I'm like you. But they just want pretty face, big butt, big boobs, and you're mucking it up with your fucking tattoos. You think that men think like you think. The women, they think like, don't you want a compatible? I want a soulmate, somebody who has shared interests. Look, I also am a badass with tattoo. I also don't give a fuck. I want some don't give a fuck. I'm brave enough to fully commit guy with like tattoos. Look, I'm like you. And the men are like, we don't want somebody like us. We just want pretty face, big butt, big boobs. You think we want like a soulmate? You're a fool. Like, that's what women want. Women want like, oh, aren't you like me? Look, I'm like you. No, we just want pretty face, big butt, big boobs, and that's it. You don't even have to talk. I'll say that. I want to say like really nasty stuff. When men jerk off to porn, the women, they don't say anything. There's no expression of interest. There's no like, I like this. I'm kind of like you. It's just the pixels don't even talk. They're if it was about connection, you'd think that men would jerk off to like talking women, but they jerk off to pixels, frozen, pretty face, big butt, big boobs, soulless, just things that get their dick hard, which have nothing to do with any personality stuff, anything. So I'm just gonna taint you with that. If some woman is watching this, that's how it fucking is. You're gonna have some man. Let me just be really hostile. Do I want to be hostile? Yeah, I want to say like, do I really? Pretend that you're talking to like pretend that you're talking to your daughter. Pretend you had a daughter. Do you really want to like make her feel terrible? No, I don't. But I hate tattoos and I hate women and I just hate what tattoos represent because they represent that women want something that I can't have. They want something that I'm not. They want some brave, like, I don't give a fuck, I'm not scared to die type of dude. And I'm not that type of dude. And I fucking hate myself and just women for wanting that. And so I guess what do you call it? It is like what they said on Jocko podcast, like red pill or black pill. I guess I'm red pill, black pill. And I fucking hate women. And it feels good to say that. It's like, oh, cool. And I want to just I want to have like a little thing on my head from now on that just says misogynist, loser, unemployed. And so I can just have peace of mind, just being like, just take it off your mind. Like, just lollygag with the fags, talk with the other not fags, but just the people who, for whatever reason, are not with women or jobs. I'll be like, let me just play with you. I'll just entertain or talk with you. You guys shouldn't even listen to this anyway, because really, like, I'm such an asshole. I don't even really want to have a dialogue. I want to just hide from the world, but I'm too scared. If I was going to jiu-jitsu for a while. If I did jiu-jitsu, I was strong enough to like confront people. I can get over my like, oh, I'm scared of people. If I went to jiu-jitsu, I can be just brave enough to do eye contact. But now, if I don't go to jiu-jitsu, any human contact is like traumatizing. And so, do I want to delete Tinder? No, actually, I don't want to delete Tinder because I do think I could maybe land some overweight ethnic chick bossy lady who can get me through this life without. I'm so depressed about being 45. There's something about 45 which is just like, it's over. It's like really like, every professional athlete, they're completely done by 45. It's just 45 is just like so like it's your life is behind you. 45 is just like, it's just, I should have had kids by now. Some people could have grandkids by now. I'm tired of hoping. I'm tired of I just want to have peace of mind and just put my head in the sand. And I just want this fucking like toxic, like, it's just this toxic, like demons feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Just toxic awfulness. I just want like a peaceful, like organized day. I don't know how I can get back to that, but I had that thing, right? I read that spiel in the morning, and then I direct my brain to some positive shit. That shit's really necessary. I should basically say that. I can't afford not to read that spiel. There's just too many demons and too much like hatred, memories of failure, and just like, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die. It's like, I know, but can we think about like anything? I just want to think about anything else. I just want the death and the failure off my mind, and just I want to peacefully put my head in the sand as I proceed to death. But I couldn't do it today. Today I'm already off to the races in fucking death demon shit, and so there's nothing else to do except just go get my daddy's credit card, go to Safeway and buy a bunch of binge food, pig out, and like draw some angel women getting fucked by ogres or something. I don't know. I probably won't even do that. I can't even really get that horny anymore. I used to do that in my 30s, in my 20s. No, teens. Like when I was 18, I could get so horny by drawing like a sexy angel woman getting fucked by orcs or something. And then in my 20s, I could still get horny off of that. Really horny. Like I'd say the biggest orgasms I ever had in my whole life were just like drawing some super sexy woman over and over and over and over, just making her sexier. And then like it would be like 3 a.m. like the sun would be coming up. I was like, Jesus Christ, like where did the time go? You talk about like flow state. They say that you should look for things. If you can lose track of time, that means you're doing some activity that you're really geared towards. I'm really geared towards drawing a woman sexier and sexier and sexier and sexier, and then drawing her like just perfect pussy, perfect boobs, perfect face, and then just getting fucked by some big fat like troll thing with like green like big like cum on his penis or something, or some like spider or some sort of just alien thing sticking its tentacle into her pussy, and then I'd be my pen would be like shaking. I couldn't draw anymore, and I'd have like pre-cum just all over my pants, and then I would just cum like a fucking fountain. That's the best. That was the best. I could get so horny, I would cum like a fountain, and then 10 seconds later, I would have to come again because I was just like, Jesus Christ, I could get that horny in my 20s, still in my 30s, but at this age, like I can't even do that. I tried to draw some like sexy warrior woman getting fucked by a troll 2 days ago, and I was just like, whatever, what's the point? There's no like life in me anymore. Like there's no, like I can't even, like my body is just like, it's just pixels, it's fucking bullshit, it's all fucking bullshit. I just give me my food. And so actually really the only feeling I can really get amped up about now is basically pigging out on chips, protein bars, and diet soda, and then throwing it up. If I think about Quest brand peanut butter cups, I'm trying to get motivated to just do anything. Quest brand peanut butter cups, like some kind of chips, some sort of really salty, like Doritos type chips, and then they have these things called legendary cinnamon roll things. Those are really great. So I think I can get myself, I'm gonna ask my dad's credit card, I'm gonna go get legendary cinnamon rolls, pink legendary bar, peanut butter cups, popsicles, and then some kind of chips. Fritos, maybe chili cheese Fritos. I'm just gonna pig out, I'm gonna throw up. Sounds good.